Hey guys, and welcome back to No Longer Hidden. My name is Shayna Marie, and I am back with another word. Before you get started, please pray, test the spirit by the spirit, take me back to God, and take this word back to God, and make sure that this word is for you in this season, in this hour. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Before I do, though, God has given me a lot of numbers, and these are not angel numbers. These are numbers that we search on Google, Strong's Concordance, and it will give us Bible occurrences to help us get revelation depending on the Bible verse that sticks out to us. Okay, so we don't do angel numbers. Okay, so the title of this word is called "Though They Are Chosen, They Can't Come With You." Okay, so the first number that God kept showing me was 1219, and 1219 means to cut off, fence, gather, mighty things, restrain, strong wall up, withhold. And that is the Hebrew meaning: to clip off, to gather grapes, to be isolated. Now, some of you may be in a season where, though you know that who you may have become friends with, or even family members who you have become close with, God has shown you that they are chosen. But as of lately, God has been giving you dreams. He's been giving you signs to cut this person off or to cut these people off. And the reason being for that is, though they are chosen, they are not able to go where you're going, simply because some people, even though they're chosen, haven't done the work that is necessary for them to be at the level where you're going. Does that mean you're better than them? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you have done the work to go where you're going, and they can't come with you. It is just that simple. Okay, for some of you, you may be getting dreams, and God is showing you dreams of the betrayal, and you're like, maybe these are my feelings, maybe I'm just overreacting, maybe I'm just in my emotions, or maybe that's just the enemy. No, that is God simply showing you, okay, that it is time for you to cut them off. Don't second guess it. And if you've made it this far in your walk, you know what it's like to ignore the signs, ignore the confirmations, ignore what God is showing you in dreams and visions and whatever else. You know what it's like to ignore them, and then those things actually do come to pass, and then you delay your walk with Christ, you delay your promises. Okay, of course it comes with a great lesson. However, now is not the time to delay. If there's anything that you've learned from that, is that you need to have radical obedience no matter what. Still pray about it. If God is calling you to cut off a person, despite the fact that they are chosen, you need to cut them off. Okay? 851 also is another word, another number that God gave me, and it also means to cut off. So the difference between the two that God was showing me is 1219 also means to gather grapes. Now is a season for you guys to reap the harvest of everything that you've done, all the work that you have put in, okay? And to be isolated, some of you are going to be isolated. Some of you are going to be, some of you guys are going to be isolated, whereas you may be by yourself. Some of you may be with your spouse, or some of you just may be with new people. Though they may be great people, you still are going to be remembering the people or the person that God had taken out of your life. But remember, they just haven't done the work to be where you are right now. For some of you, God is saying they will come back. For some of you, this is it. It's end all be all. That's it. They won't be back. It's just time to move forward. The first Bible verse that God gave me was Genesis 11:5-7. And it says, "But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other. So you may be realizing that there may be some people who you had plans with, that they were going to, when the promises start coming to pass, that they were going to be right there with you. And God is now allowing you guys to no longer understand each other. He's also allowing you guys to no longer agree on things, okay? And think it not strange, God is doing this because he needs you guys separated, okay? It hurts. Cry it out. Pray to God and just ask God to give you healing. God is also allowing them to hurt you. God is also allowing them to betray you. God is also allowing them to think whatever craziness they need to think, simply because some of them have yet to do the healing that they need to do. Okay? God is also giving me the number 177. And 177 means to uncover. For some of you, though they are chosen, God is still going to uncover. He's going to unveil and show you their intentions and their heart posture towards you now that you have elevated. Some of these people may be even people that have taught you and have helped you, of course, with the help of the Lord, to help you get closer to God. They've taught you things, and though they taught you things, you have surpassed them. And that has also, because you've surpassed them, that has brought out a part of them and a side of them that shows that they need healing. So while they're looking at you one way, God is also allowing you to discern. He's helping you discern. He's giving you the spirit of discernment to see that spirit that's within that person, not for you to bring it to their attention, but for you to pray for them. And God has also probably been showing some of you that this person, now that there's a disagreement between you guys, this person may be praying for your downfall, maybe praying for things to fall apart in your life, not realizing that God is showing them parts of them that need healing. But your duty in this moment is to pray and ask God to bring healing to them and move forward. Okay? Please remove yourself. Now is not the time to delay any of the promises that God has for you. Please have radical obedience. God also showed me the number 1588, which means chosen elect, choice man, chosen one. Okay, so for me, that was also confirmation that though you and that person may no longer be on the same page, or you may be seeing parts of them that's like, ooh, you know, like that's a little dark, or that's not cool, you know, like they're moving in a way that's just like, God is still showing me that they are chosen. They just need help in that area. They need to be prayed for. They need to go through their pruning, plucking, and processing, just like you did. There's no one that walks with Christ that is not going to go through the plucking, the pruning, and the processing. Okay. God gave me the number 816. And 816 means guilty, becomes guilty, held guilty, condemned, acknowledged their guilt. So these chosen ones who have made plans to betray you, who are now no longer able to agree with you or able to understand you, and now they're even doing things that are hurtful to you. God is letting you know that they will be able to acknowledge their guilt, and some of them know what they're doing, okay? But it's still your duty to pray for them, okay? He also gave me Luke 8:16, chapter 8, verses 16 through 18, and it says, no one lights a lamp and hides it in a clay jar or puts it under a bed. Instead, they put it on a stand so that those who come in can see the light. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Therefore, consider carefully how to listen. Whoever has will be given more. Whoever does not have, even what they think they have, will be taken from them. Okay? So, remember, I always tell you guys to, even the Bible verses that I give you, go into the secret place, consecrate yourself, and ask God to give you further confirmation and instructions on the Bible verses. Even if it does confirm some things that God has given you, still take this time after you watch the video to consecrate yourself and ask God to give you further instructions on your situation. Okay? With this, I think it's self-explanatory. Some of them may think that, they're doing the right thing. And some of them feel like they need to teach you a lesson. And some of them, I will say this, for some, God may have instructed you to stop doing certain things for them. And they may feel like you're lying. They may feel like, oh, okay, well, I see you doing it for other people. Why are you not doing it for me? And that was their wake-up moment for them to realize, okay, who you are. But instead, they took it as, oh, okay, they're lying. They're not telling the truth. I'm going to take matters into my own hand, and I'm going to make them feel how I feel, not knowing that God had instructed you to stop doing certain things for them because they were ungrateful, because they took advantage of you. Okay, so whatever plans that they had, God has not brought it to light. So don't take advantage of the fact that God has showed you something. Take heed to that. God didn't show you that for no reason. Don't be afraid to cut these people off. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you one thing. History does not equate to a person's loyalty. Okay? Especially when they see that you are going to a place that they've always thought they will be. But they don't realize what it entails, the details that it entails, that you have to do the work in order for you to be at this level. Once again, no, you're not better than them, but it requires work. Faith without works is what? Dead. Okay? You can have all the faith in the world, but if you don't do the work, you won't get anywhere. Okay? God also gave me Numbers 5 through 7. It says, the Lord said to Moses, say to the Israelites, any man or woman who wrongs another in any way and so is unfaithful to the Lord is guilty and must confess the sin they have committed. They must make full restitution for the wrong they have done and a fifth to the value to it, and give it all to the person they have wronged. And restitution means make things right for any wrong done. In other words, they're going to have to pay, okay? Whatever they have done, whatever, even if the plans that they had to betray you, they're going to have to pay because they've taken advantage. They've done things and thought of things and planned and plot and schemed to do things that were not godly. Yes, they are chosen. They are still chosen. Though you are chosen doesn't mean that you that a person won't have places in them that need parts of them, that need healing. Okay. God also gave me the number 1111, which means to grumble, to murmur. Okay. And one thing I'm going to say to you is, where God is taking you, first of all, forget about the betrayal. Once you've cut that person off, cry about it, forget about it. Give it to God. Allow God to do what he needs to do. God is also positioning you and putting things in place that he now can put in place now that that person or those people are out of your lives or no longer connected to you. Okay? Where God is taking you, yes, what you're going through now hurts. You never thought this person would do this to you. You never thought these people would do it to you. You thought that they would be right there with you, celebrating with you, but they're not, okay? And the last thing you want to do is allow your emotions to make you forget the times you prayed, the times you fast, the times where you went through crazy warfare, the times where you had physical feelings of being sick, and when you went to the hospital, there was nothing, only to find out that everything is okay, but you were going through witchcraft attacks. Or even the times where there were physical things happening to you, and when you went to the hospital, they said there's nothing wrong with you, and they send you back home. There's no medication. You're in pain. You're going through this. Your body's going through the changes, and you're wondering what is going on. And also finding out that you had another witchcraft attack, and you're trying to figure out what is it that you need to do. And the only thing that you could do was fast and pray. What about the times that you were behind closed doors and you were praying and fasting and crying because that's all the solution to what you were going through? That was the only solution. Or the times where you felt like this was your last time, like you're at the brink of death, that you feel like you're at death's door, like you're this close to death's door because there's nothing else that you feel like you can do. You feel like you've lost grip of life because of the warfare, because of the attacks by the enemy. Don't forget those things that you've gone through, that you will hold on to something God is telling you to let go. Okay? Where God is taking you right now, he knows why you need to leave those people behind. He knows why you need to no longer look back. Okay? Do not keep holding on to who and what God is removing out of your life. We know that whatever and whomever God takes out of our lives, he will replace it with better. Okay? Better. Don't forget that. Okay? For some of you, you guys are walking into your marriages. You guys are being reconciled with your spouses. Okay, some of you are about to start that business. Some of you are about to move into a beautiful home that you've been praying for since you were a little boy or a little girl, and they can't come with you. But be grateful. Yes, it will be bittersweet. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, you're going to cry, but don't murmur, don't complain, and ask God why. Say thank you. Say thank you. Okay? The last Bible verse that God gave me was Esther 8:16 through 17. And it says, for the Jews, it was a time of happiness and joy, gladness and honor in every province and in every city to which the edict of the king came. There was joy and gladness among the Jews with feasting and celebrating. You deserve it. You deserve it. You have done the work. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. It is time. Congratulations. It is time to celebrate. Get your stuff in order. Don't focus on what you just lost or who you just lost. And focus on what God needs you to prepare for. Or who God needs you to prepare for. Okay? So, that is the word. I hope you stayed until the end, and if you did, congratulations. The name of this video is called Though They Are Chosen, They Can't Come With You. Pray for them. pray for them. They are still good people. They're just not good for you right now. Okay? So though they are chosen, they can't come with you. My name is Shayna Marie. This is no longer hidden. Congratulations. And I'll see you when the Lord sends me back with another video.